So, when you think of a parrot, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably a flash of brilliant, colorful feathers, right? But what if I told you there's a whole world of intelligence, social complexity, and even engineering skill hidden behind that vibrant exterior? Let's dive into the fascinating lives of these incredible birds.
But first, before we get started, let me ask you a quick question. What do you call a flock of parrots? It's a fantastic word, I promise. Hold on to your best guess, we'll circle back to it. Because to really understand the group, we first need to understand the individual.
So, let's start right there with the journey of a single parrot from the very, very beginning all the way to full-fledged adulthood. You can think of a parrot's life in about 4 distinct chapters. It all starts inside an egg, of course, incubating for up to a month before hatching as a tiny, helpless nestling, completely dependent on its parents. Then comes that awkward but crucial fledgling stage, learning how to fly, figuring out where the food is, and finally, as an adult, it's ready to find a partner and start that whole cycle all over again. And just how long can that life be? Well, the range is just incredible. I mean, a small budgigar might live for about 10, maybe 15 years. But a large macaw, get this, it can live for over 80 years. That's longer than many humans. And for a bird that can live that long, partnership is absolutely key. Many parrot species are monogamous, which means they choose one partner and form a bond that can last for decades, literally a lifetime. This social connection is really a cornerstone of their entire existence. But a parrot's influence goes way beyond its own nest. These birds are active players in their environment. They play a surprisingly huge role in shaping the world around them. In fact, you could honestly call them nature's little engineers. So, what does it even mean to be an ecosystem engineer? Well, it sounds complicated, but it's pretty simple. It's any organism that actively creates or really significantly changes its environment. And as it turns out, parrots are absolute masters at this. Their contributions are just amazing. As they fly around eating fruit, they disperse seeds, which basically means they're out there planting new forests. Their diet also helps keep the forest diverse by making sure no single type of plant just takes over. Some even act as pollinators. And the tree cavities they carve out for their nests, well, once a parrot family moves out, those become ready-made homes for other species. How cool is that? Now, all this engineering work isn't a solo job. A parrot is rarely ever alone. They live in these large, complex, and often very, very noisy social groups, which, of course, brings us right back to our original question. All right, you ready? A group of parrots is called a pandemonium. And if you've ever heard a large flock, you know exactly why. That word perfectly captures the loud, the chaotic, and the wonderfully energetic nature of their get-togethers. So why live in such a boisterous group? I mean, why all the chaos? Well, all that noise and commotion isn't just for show. Living together in a pandemonium comes with some serious survival advantages. Let's look at 3 of the biggest ones. The benefits are just immense. First off, there's safety in numbers, making it much harder for a predator to single anyone out. There's also shared knowledge. Older birds literally teach the younger ones where to find the best food. And they strengthen all those social bonds through behaviors like allopreening, which is just a fancy word for grooming each other's feathers. And this cooperation can be incredibly sophisticated. Get this. Some parrots will act as sentinels, perching high up in the trees to watch for danger, while the rest of the flock forages for food down on the ground. It's a true team effort. Okay, so now that we've seen the life of an individual and the dynamics of the group, let's zoom all the way out and appreciate the sheer mind-boggling diversity of the entire parrot family. And it is a massive family. We're talking over 400 different species found all across the globe. To make sense of this huge variety, scientists generally organize them into 3 main family groups. First up, you've got the Psittaceae, or true parrots. This is the biggest group and probably what you picture first. Think of that classic curved beak and the bright colors of a macaw. Next, you have the Cockatooidae, the cockatoos, who you can spot instantly by that expressive crest of feathers on their head. And finally, there's the ancient and much rarer Strigopildae family, which you can only find in New Zealand. And that New Zealand family has some truly unique members. For instance, meet the kakapo. It's the world's one and only parrot that cannot fly. And then there's its cousin, the kea. This mountain-dwelling parrot is famous for being one of the most intelligent and, yeah, mischievous birds in the world, renowned for its incredible problem-solving skills and its playful curiosity.
So, from a single egg to a vast pandemonium, from their lifelong partnerships to their role as engineers of entire ecosystems, it's pretty clear that parrots are far more than just a pretty face. Their complexity leaves us with a final thought to chew on. What can these intelligent and deeply social birds teach us about the delicate balance of nature itself?